I'm going to talk about the bottom of this slide first, the access point power options. So access points, when you deploy them, you can either power them where they're deployed, but what is more common is that you'll run power over Ethernet, which enables you to run one cable from your switch through to your access point. If the distance is over 100 meters, then you'll need to use a power injector in order to go the greater distance. So you'll need to do a power injector onto that Ethernet cable. So if you're going to use power over Ethernet from your switch, then you need to make sure your switch supports power over Ethernet. If it doesn't, then you might have to look at replacing switches as part of your wireless LAN deployment. Typically an access point will connect into a switch, and that might be a layer 2 or a layer 3 switch. Now in a large enterprise environment you'll see the access points going into switches rather than routers, but in a small office environment, especially if you just have one or two wireless LANs, I have seen the wireless LANs going directly into the router itself, and it kind of gives you an all-in-one kind of capability in terms of deploying your access points, and it can save some costs for that site. So just be aware that sometimes you can put those wireless LAN controllers into those rather than switches. And of course you can also, in a small environment, could put your wireless LANs directly into your wireless LAN controller. But typically what you want to do is have multiple wireless LANs connecting through switches and then into the wireless LAN controller. So to wrap up this lesson, a couple of key terms. The first is the wireless access point. This is a network node that allows your wireless devices like laptops, smartphones, tablets to connect to the wired network. And then the wireless LAN controller. This is a device that helps you manage your access points. And so it pulls back all that intelligence into a central location, allowing your access points really just to handle the radio aspects, which is why it's called lightweight access points. And we'll talk more about that wireless LAN controller as the course goes on. Thank you for listening.